YouTube? What it is? It's the God Not Your Average Trucker coming to you on a Sunday, uh, freaking November the 17th. Real quick video, man. As you can see, man, I was in my Panthers gear. You know, we taking on them punk ass Atlanta Falcons today. But instead of, going to the game, I gotta jump on the highway and go check my daughter out. My daughter's 20. She'll actually be 21 in a month and a half. Her birthday's first week of January. Anyhow, just become a grandfather, man. I thought I'd be 80 years old before I was somebody's grandfather, but the world don't always work that way. Yeah, well, like I said, man, life don't always go as planned. Any new life, is a blessing, man, because, it's a miracle to even make it through the entire pregnancy and come out, all right. But it's kind of bittersweet for me, man, as a father. My daughter, she lived with me her entire life. She was raised down in Charlotte, North Carolina. She was born in Durham, North Carolina in 99. And then, I moved down here to Charlotte in 2005 or whatever. Daughter was raised in the suburbs. She had everything, a kid could want, you understand? Like, I gave her the complete opposite of my life, you understand? My life growing up wasn't easy, I was raised by a single mother. I told y'all before, my mother was a damn janitor. I think she was making like $6 an hour or some shit, man, you understand? And she managed to raise myself and my younger sister on that. No child support, no nothing. My mom, she didn't believe in government assistance and all that, so on no welfare, food stamps. Instead, it was just struggle, you understand? So at a young age, I did what I had to do, talking middle school, man, to start making a couple dollars to help my mother out. But, that's a story for another day. My point is, my daughter didn't have that problem, but, me and her mother wasn't together, so I'm raising her in Charlotte, and her mother lived in Durham, North Carolina. It's like 2 hours up the street. And my daughter was always fascinated because I'm strict, you understand? Yeah, she had everything she needed, grew up in a big ass house, went to a great school and all that. Whereas her mother's life wasn't like my life. She was in a little apartment up that way, but my daughter was always fascinated. Like, going to that little ass town was the equivalent of going to Las Vegas or New York for my daughter. Like, she loved that city. So 2017, she graduated from high school. She had all these offers, got accepted to all these nice schools. But instead of going to them schools, she wanted to go to North Carolina Central University. Ironically, it's the same, school I went to. I mainly went there because, it was in the city I was in at the time, and I had a lot of things going on in that city that was, paying me. So why leave when I can stay there, get an education, and still earn, you understand? So anyway, she tried to chop it up as, yo, I want to go to that school you went to, that school my mother went to, blah, blah, blah. When in actuality, she just wanted to be, instead of viewing college as an opportunity to grow, stand on your own 2 feet, she looked at it as an opportunity to be closer to her mom's side of the family. And, I found out she had a little boyfriend up that way, and that's what she was trying to do. Needless to say, I sent her away to school, and instead of doing the school thing, she was more concerned with doing the relationship thing. And here we are, you understand? So instead of her completing her junior year of college, she was pregnant instead. And, come on, fam, stay in your lane, B. And here we are, man. It hit me hard, when I first found out she was pregnant because, like I said, man, I gave her the opposite of my life. Not to mention, I was in her life every damn day. So I'm telling her all the goofy shit dudes is gonna say to her. I'm giving her the game that a father should give her the game. So, you know, my daughter had her own car. My daughter had everything she needed, money in the bank because of her dad and all that. And she meets this, guy that has none of that. You know what I mean? Dude was like 20 or 21 at the time. He didn't have a car. He was living with his mom. He was working at like a freaking fast food spot. Like complete opposite of her dad, man. When I was 20, I had multiple cribs. I had multiple cars. And I was in school. You know, I wasn't living with my mother. You understand? Complete opposite of what, you always hope your daughter at least meets somebody like you. And, if he's anything like me, I've yet to see that yet, because he's definitely not a go-getter the way I was. But, I don't know, it broke my heart, man. I thought my daughter was going to be a doctor or a lawyer or something, and right now it just seems like, that's a dream deferred. She was in school to become a dentist. I don't know, man, it just hit me different, man. A lot of people was all excited when they found out she was pregnant, and, rather than seeing the bright side initially, man, I was seeing the negative, dark side, and it just, really, really hit me the wrong way. But as the pregnancy going on, and, obviously I love my daughter, that's my firstborn. She's the reason that I have everything that I have, because she motivated me to, get out the street and be a stand-up dude, and, for the most part, that's what I've done, you understand? So, it's kind of bittersweet, man. As a father, you don't want your daughter, having kids at 20, you understand? Like, you ain't even seen the world yet. You ain't even experienced the world yet. You ain't even got yourself straight yet, you understand? But it is what it is, I'm a grandfather, man. That's just, like, I just had a baby, you understand? Like, my youngest daughter is 7 months old, man. So I got a 7-month-old and a grandson. Like, you understand? Like, my 7-month-old is someone's aunt. Like, that sounds like insane. You know what I mean? It sounds ghetto as hell. Actually, that's what it really sounds like. But, as y'all can see, man, I ain't even living that lifestyle. So that goes to show, man, it's like you can do everything you can for your kids, man. You can tell them, you can teach them the world, show them the world, provide the world for them. But at the end of the day, life is about choices and decisions, man. It don't matter how you grow up. It's still your choice on how your life will turn out. Like I say, my daughter was raised in the suburbs, man. My daughter never wanted for anything in her entire life. You understand? She had tutors. She had every freaking thing growing up. She had every opportunity. She wanted a few kids out here, this black that was in college with no financial aid. My daughter didn't have to take out no student loans or get grants or none of that, because, her father took care of all that, man, And that's just mind-boggling to me that she don't realize the opportunity she had. She just squandered them, I mean, I get it, man. She only 20. Life ain't over, but it's just gonna be more difficult for her because, now she's someone's mother. She's not married. Her and the dude are technically still together, but I don't know. I hate to sound negative, man. It's just, as a father, you just thinking about the bigger picture, man. And I get it, man. I know when I got her mom pregnant, the people in her life assumed I was going to be a butthead and assumed I wasn't going to do what I was supposed to do, and the joke was on them because, like I say, she ended up living with me full time, you understand? So it is what it is, man. So the negative thoughts I have about this dude, I'm sure the same negative thoughts my daughter's mother's parents, had towards me. So hopefully he proves me wrong the same way I proved them wrong. But like I say, man, it's just weird to think about being a grandfather, man. Like, yikes, you understand? Yeah, it's funny because my wife is like, look, man, that's your grandkid. That's not your kid. So make sure you ain't, taking more of the responsibility than they are. So, I'm going to try to do it that way. I'm going to try not to, try not to spoil the dude, or, try not to take away none of the responsibilities that they're supposed to have. I'm not going to be raising that kid, but it is what it is, man. I know this video a little dark, but like I say, man, I'm always on the freaking highway. That's what's funny. I'm somebody's grandfather, yet I got car seats in the back. I got car seats for my kids, and I'm somebody's grandfather. That is insane, man. Like I say, I got a 20-year-old, which should be 21 in, a month and a half in January. Then my oldest son is 10. my next son he'll be 3 this week on freaking Wednesday the 20th. And then I got a 7-month-old daughter. So it's like, I was paying college tuition and buying diapers at the same time. Now I'm somebody's grandfather. Like, it's just mind freaking boggling, man. So like I say, man, it's all about choices, man. What they say, you can take a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. So you can raise your kid in the suburbs and, give them everything, show them everything, show them why education is important, show them why, taking care of yourself before trying to start a relationship or starting a family is important. You show them all of that, but at the end of the day, it's their decision, it's their life, it's their choice, man, and all you can do is support them. And that's what I'm trying my best to do, is just be a supportive father and a supportive grandfather. But it's just mind-boggling to me, man. I'm not 50, I'm not 60, I'm not 80, I don't have no gray hairs on my body, but I'm somebody's grandfather, man. Mind blown. But like I say, man, it's your guy, not your average trucker. Missing my Panthers game to go check out my newborn grandson. Life, man. Life. But, life is also a blessing, man. My grandson might grow up, be the next president or something, man. He might grow up and invent the cure to AIDS and cancer and all that. So you gotta look at life as a blessing as well. But y'all be easy on this Sunday, man, November the 17th. I'll let your boy. One.